Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're just going to do a pick a pile with 3 different messages. We already have your piles here. And it's just going to be whatever comes up. We are using some darker energy for shadow work, as well as some other themes as well. We're going to be using a couple new decks and one deck that I may retire. I haven't decided yet, okay? We will be working with a new tarot decks as well, the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck, and we'll be using our Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle that we've been using, and we're bringing back some old ones as well. We're also working with the Death Doula, so I pulled already overall energy from the Moonology as well as from the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous, and then we'll get the story, whatever your situation is with the tarot deck, as well as some identifiers. And then we'll get overall energy for guidance and work our way with the Halloween Oracle, the Wisdom of the House of the Night, the Death Doula, the Oracle of the Shapeshifters, the Santa Muerte Oracle, as well as the Samhain Oracle. Okay? Just go ahead and focus on the options ahead. We have this Jack-o'-lantern sun sticker. And we have this witch sticker, if you can kind of see it, I know. And we have this little ghosty on a jack-o'-lantern sticker for pile 3. All right? Focus on the options ahead. See it and feel it in your mind's eye. Messages may also come up listening with your clairs or watching with your clairs as well. So be mindful of that. The imagery might be important. Whichever and whatever order calls to you has your message, insight, or confirmation at this time. And yes, it can be more than one. So if you're feeling guided to listen to more than one, by all means. All right? So we'll go ahead and get started. All right. If you chose this first pile with our little jack-o'-lantern sun, I'm going to stick that somewhere, maybe right there, if you can still see it. Let's see what we got for you. From the Moonology, we have Fixed Moon, Hold Your Vision. Okay, so whatever you've been working on, maybe it's been taking a while, hold your vision, okay? It's still there, just might not have manifested yet, okay? From the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle, we have the Guna Kadate with blessings. It sounds like something good is on its way for you, okay? Let's read the message. Guna Kadate. Card number 10. 10 might be significant. That leads to a 1, so maybe something's ending or near completion, and a new beginning is on its way, and it'll feel like a blessing. Look deeper. Something that may seem like a curse is actually a blessing. So you may be feeling a little out of sorts. Maybe what you're trying to manifest isn't coming through, or what you're hoping for isn't coming through. And it may feel like a curse, but it's really a blessing. Truth finds a way to be told. You are loved and protected. Okay. All right, as far as identifiers are concerned, this is just a homemade deck I have. We have Sagittarius twice. So Sagittarius might be heavy, you or them. We also have Virgo. We also have Year of the Dragon, Year of the Rooster, and Year of the Snake. The letters R, H, and Y might be significant. Could be some in someone's name or a title or something like that. Okay, street name. I heard street name. 6 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and 4 of Cups. There's definitely some sort of victory here, moving into the unknown, okay? You're not going to see it, though. It's going to be an opportunity, whatever this blessing is, and it may be where you're not looking, okay? So if there's something here that you're trying to get, but you're fixing your vision in a direction, maybe expand where you're seeing, and you might see the other opportunity, okay? This could be an option, this could be a choice, this could be a person, okay? All right, let's see. First card out, we have the 3 of Potions. That's the 3 of Cups. Hierophant and Taurus energy is here. And the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Potions. I'm seeing a very significant connection that can be celebrated here. Something that you hope for and that you want, okay? This could be a reconciliation. This could be friendships. This could be some kind of celebration. A victory even. Something official. This could also be very spiritual for you as well. This could be maybe having something to do with your purpose culminating, okay? All right. You have inspiration. Maybe there's an idea that will pop up for you. This is the Ace of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag is here. A new spark of creativity ignites within you. This is the moment to take action on your ideas and passions. So that could be whatever opportunity may come forward for you, okay? This may clue in. It may be an intuitive clue, okay? Something you feel. The potential for growth is immense. Trust your instincts and begin. Your efforts now could lead to significant opportunities. Okay. From the Halloween Oracle, you have Night Song, a hidden talent, maybe? Let's read about it. It's been a while since I've used this deck. Bear with. There might be some key words in here too, okay? Where are you? There you are. A ruby red bird singing in the darkness full of sound. Like an unopened present, ribbons still abound. Something about ribbons and a red bird, okay? You might be seeing a red bird somewhere. A bird singing at night is an unusual occurrence, and those birds who are known as singers of the darkness are almost always considered sacred or frightening, depending on which culture you're talking to, right? From the operatic nightingale through to the hooting owl, hearing a bird that you cannot see, weaving its magic through the night sky has captivated humans for millennia. In the past, at Halloween time, a night that the veil between the worlds was said to be at its thinnest, these night birds were considered either omens or messengers of the gods. So you'll probably get a message, but it may be from nature, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be birds, but it could be something living, okay? Depending on the culture, their voices were perceived as good luck and a positive validation, or alternatively, a warning about continuing on a certain pathway. In some mythology, the night bird was able to direct us toward discovering our talents and true purpose, a kind of guide in the darkness leading us to dawn. Know that you must unwrap the present of yourself. Look, some of the gifts within you remain unopened. The time has come to step into your true potential and claim all possibilities for yourself. There is no more time to waste. No more excuses. And I'm getting the sense that it might be something you're already kind of aware of. Maybe it was an idea that you had at some point, okay? But then just kind of brushed it off or didn't think it was significant for some reason. But now it's significant, okay? We also have cycles, 37. Again, 10 is significant, okay? That could also indicate like 10 days, 10 hours, 10 minutes, 10 weeks, the 10th month, which is October, leading to 1. So it could be something that is going to come forward for a few months, okay? Or a few weeks, or however many, okay? Cycles. There you are. What goes around comes around is the message of the symbol of cycles. So this is definitely good karma for you, okay? The moon goes from new to full in cycles that repeat each month. Something about the full moon might be significant, okay? The last one, the one coming up, the one right now. Whatever you're planning to do or to reveal by asking your question will be revisited in other circumstances. Be clear about your action. You will surely meet this experience again. So it'll feel familiar when it shows up. It's almost like a second chance kind of energy. Remember, what goes around comes around. Like the moon that revolves around the planet, The energy that you express in your next action will orbit around you. Make sure it's a good one. Okay. From the Death Doula, we have Conjure. Ooh, definitely something manifesting. Love it. Okay. And maybe something you might have to take action on, okay? Or make happen. Conjure, there you are. Chance does not exist. You shape your reality. Everything leading up to this moment has contributed to what your experience feels like currently. Think of the hand that throws the dice and the events that have affected the tension in the muscles of the hand prior to the dice's roll. Allow your future self to thrive, conjure, manifest, and influence the situations around you so that you may lay the proper groundwork for your future self to walk upon, okay? You have control in this situation, it seems like. It's also something that you can create, okay, and bring forth. The unending sadness of looking back. This is from the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. Maybe there's been some regret about not taking action on something that could be an identifier for you. Endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. 36 and 9 might be significant. There you are. There it is. Okay. Fossils are totems of our ancient past, and the trilobite speaks of the times before Lemuria and Atlantis, and an age when the earth herself was being born from the cosmic egg, cracking open and becoming. Our past is fascinating, our past is rich, and our ancestry is worth investigating. Ooh, this could be something you wanted to do in a past life. It just hit me. Past life. Maybe something that you saw with an ancestor doing. Some activity that an ancestor's, that you became aware of with your heritage. Okay. But to live there to cry because we believe we are no longer at that perfect time in our lives is to deny the gifts of the present and the treasures of the future. When this card appears for you, know that you are experiencing an epiphany, that your sadness is now of your own making, for you are recycling the moment in the past when all changed, when your world failed you. And this is preventing you from opening and being fully alive now. This is not a death, but a long, lingering non-life, a twilight life, a kind of way of preventing yourself from the possibility of ever being hurt again. This is a chance to actually do some shadow work on a fear that you have, okay? Lean into it. Your intuition is going to show you the way, okay? Please allow yourself to come back from this land of unburied pain. Slowly if you must, but place the past and its unrealized promise down. Bury it. Let it become memory. And allow your guides to bring you into the beauty of life once again. There is a possibility of experiencing strong and compulsive nostalgia and regrets, thinking about an old issue over and over, believing life has robbed or cheated you somehow, and forgetting to glory in the incredible blessing of breathing in and out. There may be also a fixation on past lives or early childhood hurts, an obsession with finding what went wrong to explain your pain. Fight all that. You will win. There is some blessing coming through here that you're going to be able to transcend it, okay? So whatever you're hoping for, and you may be hoping for clarity on something here, it will come forward, but don't dwell. Just be open to receive it, okay? And then just feel your feelings about it, okay? From the Santa Muerte Oracle, we have card number 1. I do believe this is shadow. Oh my goodness, shadow work. Okay. I think that is, or darkness or something like that. Okay, let's see. What is it? Yeah, darkness. All right. The occult center of the creative and inspiring will of the universe that has yet to be created, that is infinite, has no form, and is not differentiated. This card represents what there was before the Big Bang, simultaneously void and full, the end and the beginning. And I see that with the 10s and the 1s in this reading. Okay. Potential and latency. All is concentrated in a single point, waiting to receive the primordial impulse to manifest itself. For the ascetic, or the magus, it represents the highest peak attainable through meditation. So you might want to do some meditation. A state of total vacuousness, a silence that can make the observer aware of the road to awakening. So this is a beginning. You're on a precipice here of some big bang, okay? Take a moment's pause, meditation or study, as you need to understand what form to give to your energy and where to apply it, okay? And your final guidance is from the Samhain Oracle. We have seduction. This could have something to do with temptation. Maybe the nostalgia replaying is tempting, or it's constantly reminding you, or there's things in the tangible that are in front of you constantly that are trying to lure you back in. It's because it's time to transcend it, okay? But this could also identify what this message is surely about, okay? This thing that you're working through, that you're hoping for, okay? 35, 8 might be significant. Hearing the roaring flames with the masterful trance that calls upon heaving chest. Give in to its alluring grip if you please, but heed my warning of the claws that draw blood without mercy. Okay. What will be for you will feel like it flows and not forces, okay? So you may be presented with two opportunities here. One is a ruse, and one is legit, okay? And it could even be more than one that's a ruse, because I see 3 ladies there, okay? Maybe there's 3 that are tests, and 1 is legit. Again, with the 4 of Cups. Maybe those 3 cups you're sitting in front of are the seduction, and that one that you're not seeing is the real deal. This is a real opportunity to kind of look at what's in front of you and realize, that doesn't feel right to me. Let me turn around. Let me see what else there is. And then, bam, there it is. Okay? All right. And I did put the intention in not to do reversals, so could have something to do with sex. There could be some trauma here, okay? Because sex is the ultimate in desire and temptation. It is not the act of sex that betrays our resolve. It is the delicious journey of passion and pleasure that leads to it. It is the rush of excitement we feel when another can sense our deep, darkest desires and bring them to the surface. It is the loss of control, the desire to at once find freedom and submission. The act of seduction is powerful. It is birthed in passion and sensuality. But beware, seduction is rarely as it seems. It can also be an act of manipulation. It is the rose that promises you much, only to leave you pierced by its thorns. Beware the sweet song of seduction when it comes. Are a few moments of pleasure worth a lifetime of regret? So make sure it's something that has longevity, okay? This card reminds you of the consequences found on the road of temptation. Are you allowing others to manipulate you with grand schemes? That could be one of these ladies, somebody being manipulative, okay? That might be an identifier. That are too good to be true. It's time to break temptation's hold. It feels good to feel moments of love, acceptance, perhaps abundance or fun. And since we do have friends here, this could be like a friendly thing, right? Somebody's trying to get you to do something that doesn't quite feel right? But be mindful of the cost of such moments. These experiences are free. You do not have to sacrifice your morals, values, or integrity to make another person happy. If someone asks you to do something that feels wrong, know that it probably is. Trust your intuition and follow your heart when temptation comes knocking. Okay? There you go, guys. Hopefully that helps. Bye. All right, for those who chose our witch pile, Let's see what we got for you. All right. Overall energy, we have disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out. There could be literal. You might need to do some breath work at this time, or just pause, okay? Pause. From the deep, dark, and dangerous oracle, we have card number 16. That breaks down to a 7. That could be a significant number for someone. With Persephone, the journey. Getting a sense of rest here, okay? Maybe you've been traveling a while. This could be a spiritual journey. This could be a literal journey. This could be going to school and doing a lot of work to get a degree. And maybe you're on a break or need to take a break, okay? All right, let's see here. What does Persephone have to say? What's the guidance? To rise, to get to where you wish to go, is a process and journey. While catalysts to change can appear overnight, transformation rarely does. Be patient. There is a season for everything. Work with the cycles, the seasons, the moon, the sun. Okay. So maybe something about this autumn equinox or even maybe the upcoming winter season might be significant. Moon phases, maybe being out in the sun for rest. Okay. There is a time for introversion, extroversion, growth, and stillness. All right. Let's see who this could be about. This could be you or them or the situation here. We have the letters I, M, and L. That might be significant, although I just saw it as M-I-L, mother-in-law. Okay, interesting. We have the 9 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. Family could be involved. This could be work, home, stability. I am seeing an offer here. Maybe somebody is coming forward. We also have Cancer and Leo here as well. We also have all the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, and Aquarius. The year of the rabbit, significant. That's the only year on here, the only Chinese zodiac, okay? There could be some kind of offer. It's very fast. Somebody's very steadfast about it. They really want to do it. It could have something to do with money or family or home, marriage even. We'll see. Okay, what's going on here? From the Tarot, we have the 7 of Cups. There might be some confusion and illusion, but this could also just be a lot of options, okay? A lot of choices, a lot of ways of doing something. 3 of Needles, that's the 3 of Swords. And the 7 of Wands. Okay. I'm going to get out the book. Just because it's cute and it's new. So potions. Where's potions? All right. That would be the cups. There you are. Holy moly. Okay. Dreaming can be a powerful act of manifestation. Let your mind wander a little. What adventures do you want to go on? Where do you want them to take you? Visualize your best life. And then put real action behind making those visions a reality. Okay, so this could be this person or this could be you making the move on this, okay? Some kind of dream manifesting here. With options, no less, okay? The 3 of Needles. This is a card of heartbreak, betrayal, and wounded feelings. If a situation is making you feel like needles are piercing your heart, take care of yourself. Express yourself and work through your feelings in healthy ways. This hurts now, but it won't be forever. And given the time to breathe out and the journey card, I'm getting a sense that maybe it might feel like whatever journey this is might be heartbreaking. Maybe you've tried to work all the options and I feel like it's not working out. It could also be this person too doing that, all right? Around you. They might be a little stressed, okay? The Seven of Candles shows you might soon be entering into competition. If someone is trying to get between you and your goals, hold your ground. That could be this Knight of Wands, okay? This isn't the time to acquiesce or let your guard down. Know what you want and work hard to get it, okay? You might have to pause and figure that out, however, all right? Let's get you some guidance. From the Lithra Tarot, oh my God, the Three of Swords. Okay. Pain and loss may feel overwhelming, but healing begins with acceptance. Acknowledge your emotions and trust that brighter days are ahead. Growth comes through understanding and releasing the past. So this could be a past energy coming back around, all right? There's an opportunity here to really kind of work through it, okay? From the Halloween Oracle, we have dawn, the light after darkness. You just might have to wait for it. You might be in dark right now. It might be nighttime, right? But there will be a dawn. After the darkest times, the sun will always rise. The dawn will always come. This can be no surprise. While midnight is often thought of as a magical hour, throughout time, dawn has also had its share of the mystical. All manner of magical beings had to return to their true forms by dawn. Werewolves, for example, and vampires could only be active while the rays of the sun did not pierce the sky. Dawn and deities of dawn heralded both hope and new life. Goddesses such as Eostri, responsible for Easter, right? And gods like Helios, the sun, and Apollo were those who brought new life and the dawn's light to the world. The journey from the darkest night of the soul, and you could be feeling that with this Three of Swords, right? It might feel like a dark night of the soul, which is really a dark night of the ego, right? To a bright and hopeful dawn is one of the deepest and most powerful heroes' path, repeated over and over in mythology. You are being reminded that there is always a fresh start and a new beginning to be had. Change is unstoppable, and even the most difficult times will pass, no matter how devastating they may seem. Hope is one of the most powerful motivating forces in the universe, and it's being indicated here. So have hope, okay? What you want is coming. You might just need to breathe it out right now. Pause. Not worry so much, not lament, okay? We also have differences here with 36 and 9. That definitely talks of, differences of opinion. So maybe you're wanting to do something that someone else is not approving of, and they're really just having a whole stronghold. With the Ten of Pentacles, I just now saw like withholding financial resources. Like I immediately just got brought back to my college days, right? I started going to college and just because, I needed to get out of the house and, just try something different, be in a new city, right? I got there, and after about 2 years, I was just not feeling it, right? Like this particular college I chose was just wasn't doing it for me. I wasn't finding anything that resonated for me. And I found another college I wanted to go to, but my parents thought it was not a good idea, and they weren't going to be willing to help pay for it, right? And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I guess I'll try for financial aid or something, right? I later found out that in order to qualify, I had to wait till I was 25 because your parents' income would disqualify you before then, and you had to put that on there. This was in the 90s. It was a whole different time. It's not like that now, but thank God. But this is it's reminding me of. It doesn't necessarily have to be school, but like maybe there's something you want to do. You had been on a path and you want to switch it up, but whoever had been supporting the situation before is now not wanting to do that, okay? Maybe they're being withholding of any kind of energetic resource here. It doesn't have to be money. It could just be support, right? So maybe there's a difference of opinion guiding that, all right? Choosing the symbol for differences asks you to accept that you will not always agree with everyone and they may not always agree with you. As your goddess, this is from Nyx, by the way, goddess of night, I have seen many things since the beginning of time. Know that the intricate differences between all beings are sacred and good. You must learn to accept that others are not the same as you. It's also important to allow others to express their own opinions. Consider the difference between an orange and an apple. Both are fruit, but they are different kinds. Is one more valuable than the other? I think not. All creatures, all beings have a right to their uniqueness. Try to see and hear the other person's side if you can. And they may not be willing to do the same in return for you. So just bear that in mind and go with it. Take it to heart. Put a pin in it. Maybe there's some value to it later, okay? Wow. From the Death Doula card, we have fear. I'm getting the sense that they're the ones fearful. Maybe they're worried about it not working out and being fearful of your safety or something, okay? I'm not really seeing this as a parent. This could be just like an older sibling or something, okay? With that knight being there. But that could be an identifier of the person, and they may be in that energy. This card encourages you to stare at what scares you, to grab a spotlight and shine it directly on what you fear, analyzing its shape and textures. What you find in the darkness will be likely uncomfortable. I'm just seeing this dawn card compared to it as well. There's going to be a light shown, and you're going to be able to be the one providing that light. And it's going to be exposing some kind of fear that you can now transcend, okay? This card asks you not to let your fears guide you or your decisions. Knowing which thoughts are fear-based is the first step in not letting your fear govern you. Fear is often mistaken for intuition and can keep us from life. Intuition and fear are closely related but are not the same. Without understanding our fears, we will not be able to know our truest intuitive self fully. And then you know the difference between intuition and fear, right? All traumas and a lot of our biological instincts for survival have a fear component to it. However, your intuition is a knowing, right? And it feels natural and authentic and organic to you, okay? It's not triggered by anything in your tangible world. It's something that you just feel guided and compelled to do. So that would be a way to identify whether or not something is for you in this situation or not. Does it produce fear or does it empower you? Okay? And maybe you'll have that realization, and that's when the new beginning can actually begin, and you can take a break from taking a break, if that makes sense, okay? From the Oracle of the Shapeshifters, we have the Mermaid of Immersion, Complete Commitment. Card number 44. That is a master number. All right. It indicates protection and stability and being deeply connected with the divine, okay? So your intuition is really going to allow you to move forward here. And you'll know the steps once you take a break to really see it, okay? And allow it to come to you. And whatever this individual is doing is just, they might be operating from fear, right? And you may recognize that. That could be the epiphany. All right, here we go. Just had to find it. The guidance on this particular card is: this has been a time of always planning, not doing, procrastinating, and making excuses for holdups. Reasoning to not go ahead, choosing to live on the land of excuses and old ways. When the deep underneath is calling for you, your soul has asked you to do this. But you continually waste your time and fritter it away. So maybe you've had some cold feet about some things, okay? It is precious, It is bright. It is good. This is different from enjoyment. This is fear masquerading. Again with the fear card, right? There are poisons and toxins, old thoughts and patterns that you have maintained. Break free. Dive in. Dive deep. Be surrounded by and belong to the beauty you wish to become. When you return to the land, everything will have changed in beautiful ways. I'm now seeing a manifestation meditation, something guided, okay, a guided meditation, not something you fall asleep to or that you just listen to. Maybe check out the meditation playlist. It's one of the old ones I used to do, so it's probably on the older side of that playlist, just to give you a clue as to where it might be. But it's going to be a meditation that allows you to really visualize what you want to manifest so that you can embody it and really get deep in with it, okay? From the Santa Muerte Oracle, we have card number 21, and I don't remember which one that is. Hold on a sec. All right. It is from the world of formations, so something is being created here. Instincts, that's this card. Instincts represent the innate behaviors that are not the result of a learning process connected to the intellect. That's the next card over. Nor to personal or emotional choices that derive from the energy content of emotions, which is card 18, which came before this. Instinct is rather a force that taps into the collective unconscious and flows directly to the will. It is something intrinsically connected to our desires, our true nature, our creativity, and sexuality. Your sacral chakra is going to be important. That governs that area, okay? You might want to keep that sucker clear. Charged, clear, protected, enhanced, all right? So any meditations for that too would be helpful. The advice of the dead: indulge the flame that you feel burning without repressing it, regardless of what anyone says to you, okay? Regardless of those differences, okay? Transform it into your strong point with pride, and you'll obtain the results that you desire, okay? And your final guidance: you might be building up to be a healer or learning about healing in some way here. We have healer with 22, another master number. Listen as the medicine bleeds through her teeth, a river of mercy blessed by mother, seen only by those who hold her mirror. Guide, facilitator. You might need to get some help. That could be just whoever's posting the meditations too, and that could also be me. So play around, check things out, see if there's something that might help you in the playlist, especially that meditation and healing playlist, okay? We all come into the human experience with the use of energy and intuition. Among us are those who are called to be healers, and that may be what journey you're currently on heading towards, okay? They are the wise ones who've made a conscious choice to devote themselves to guiding others on their paths. Healers can be found in all religions and traditions, each with something beautiful and unique to contribute to the collective energy of the world. You may know them as shamans, medicine men and women, priestesses, wise ones, great ones. The list goes on. If you've pulled the gift of healer, know that you're being called to initiate yourself as one of the wise ones. So you may be on a learning path here, okay? Interesting, I brought up college. Maybe there's some kind of vocational classes or something, certification, okay? And maybe somebody doesn't like it, right? Because it doesn't align with what they think should be, right? You are meant to be a guide for those who are finding their way. And there are many ways you can do this. As a healer for your family, a neighborhood, or through building a community on social media offering wisdom. So you could end up doing what I do, just sharing even. Doesn't necessarily have to be direct healing, but maybe you can offer resources or something. It doesn't matter how you choose to heal. All that matters is that you do. If you've thought about becoming a healer, this card is a resounding yes. Some healing practices are crystal therapist, Reiki practitioner, tarot reader, psychic, doula, death doula, herbalist, and so on. Of course, it also includes everything from modern medicine as well, okay? And mental health. You may have something you've practiced for years, or you may feel called to learn a new skill. Trust your intuition. You can become a facilitator of healing, creating healing tools such as guided meditations. What did I say about the guided meditations? It's interesting. Healing jewelry, candles, and even creating your oracle deck can provide others with a path to heal themselves. You create the path for others to walk. You are unique and have something to share with the world. Love it. And there's plenty of examples in the education playlist too. You can see others doing it. So if that's your path, or you're kind of looking towards finding other healers or other things, the education playlist will also be helpful for that as well. Everyone I come across, I always add, because I figure if it comes up in my energy or it comes up in the collective energy, I add it. Someone could benefit from it. So go explore, okay? Bye. All right, if you chose the ghost pile, let's get rid of this sticker here. Put that there. Let's see what's in your energy at this time and what you need to know. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. The timing of the first quarter moon could be significant as well. Maybe there's a literal test coming. Could also just be a spiritual test, but this could be something having to just be your commitment being tested, all right? Of whatever you're working on or doing at this time. Ooh, nice. Card number 21 breaks down to a 3. March might be significant. We have Hecate with illumination. There is something that needs light shine onto it, okay? She is a light bringer. She is the torch bearer out of the darkness, all right? That's the part of her that is the guidance for this particular card, okay? Seek and you shall find. Sometimes you need to travel through darkness to find the real treasure. Almost anything worth doing takes time, so it may feel like absolute darkness, but shine light on it. Your commitment is being tested here, okay? Almost anything worth doing takes time. Move off the crossroads. It's time to make a considered decision. Keep your focus on your purpose. Do not wander off the path, okay? Stay focused. I get the sense that what is testing your commitment is going to be some distraction, right? And as the saying goes, don't blame the distractions, improve your focus, okay? You can do that by shedding light on the situation. All right. Identifiers. We have fire sign energy here. Aries, Leo, Sag. Sag again. We have, that's Cancer. I forgot that sticker's Cancer. We also have the Chinese zodiac year of the horse and the tiger. The letters S, yes, S, O, and I might be significant. Ooh, there's some truth here maybe you need to be told, okay? Or you might be the truth teller. We have the King of Swords, that's also Taurus, Gemini, 8 of Wands, and 9 of Pentacles. Confident, moving, active, speaking truth energy here, okay? There could be a male involved. This is a king, but doesn't have to be. Maybe somebody's just operating out of their masculine or young energy, okay? Is that it? Okay, that's it. All right. King of Cups, Aquarius, Pisces, King of Needles. That's the King of Swords. Okay. And the Ace of Potions, that's the Ace of Cups. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. Yeah, definitely. There is a need to definitely take action, speak truth from the heart, balanced emotions. This is also emotional intelligence, both these cards together, okay? utilizing that. There's some new beginning here. This could be about healing. With Hecate being here, it could be shadow work. All right. Let's see. Give me a moment. I'm so excited to actually delve into this new deck and actually read the book. It is a Disney product. It is A Nightmare Before Christmas, right? The King of Potions is a loyal, sensible problem solver. Embody the energy of the King of Potions by maintaining a healthy balance between the head and heart. Be logical, but stay compassionate and kind. Oh, that's right. Me. It is a bit weird in this book because it's kind of a little jumbled. I think they did it based on the Thoth deck. There we go. King of Needles. King of Needles. There you are. The King of Needles has brains, logic, and determination. He's deeply respected, but sometimes feared for his cold, shrewd tendencies. When this card comes forward, take it as a sign to let reason and sensibility guide you, instead of letting your emotions get the best of you. So there definitely needs to have both a balanced head and heart going on here, right? You need both. Not one or the other. Not too much of one, too much, not enough of the other, and vice versa, right? You're feeling inspired, creative, and intuitive. Someone special may be entering the picture soon. Whether this person ends up being a love interest or a great new friend, things are happening just as they should now. Stay curious, pay attention, and enjoy the moment. And this could be them, okay? This could be identifier of them. Maybe they're coming in with a balanced head and heart, all right? And it may be a little triggering, okay? Just a little bit with that darkness with Hecate there, okay? Focus on what is something that you're trying to commit to, okay? This could also be a test for them. If they haven't been emotionally balanced, maybe they've chickened out in the past, or maybe they came forward in a really weird way that just felt off to you, okay? There's going to be some light shown on this situation. This is actually really, really good, okay? All right, let's get you some guidance. Lithra Tarot, we have hope. Oh, Aquarius energy is here with the star. This is divinely guided, okay? Healing and renewal are flowing into your life. Trust in your dreams and let inspiration guide you. The universe supports your journey. Stay aligned with hope and faith as you create a brighter future. Now, I'm seeing all those stars and her being the torchbearer, right? Look for the brightest star is what I'm hearing. That may be Hecate with her torch, okay? There might be something about that star, whatever's shining the most here. Not all the tinier stars, that might be distractions, okay? That could be the test. Hearth. Oh, this is going to feel like home to you. Happiness in our hearts and homes. This is from the Halloween Oracle. Vesta energy is definitely here, okay? There's a warmth about to pop off here and warm up the situation. Hearth, hearth, hearth. I'm looking for that, okay. The heart of every home, the fire that unites, winter's warmth centers, stories, love, and delights. So something about winter is also going to be significant here, okay? Maybe from now until winter. The ancient Romans believed that every home had a heart, and it was the hearth. Where the fire burned, the family gathered for sustenance, communication, and protection. This concept was so important to the culture that there was a huge city hearth, the Vestal Temple, where the fire of the home goddess Vesta burned forever without ever going out. This sacred flame was protected by the soldiers with their very lives should there be an invasion. The place where the goddess Vesta was honored within every ordinary home was also the hearth, and is where women prepared food and cooked. Some of the food was always offered back into the fire as an offering to Vesta for her blessing and protection. Often husbands were sent away on military duty for years on end, and their wives at home were not just expected to keep the home and often the business running, but to wait for their husbands faithfully until their return. They prayed to Vesta to ensure their family members' safe return and to keep the fires of love stoked. The saying, "Keep the home fires burning," was inspired by this practice. Should the hearth card appear in your divination, you're being asked to look to your idea of what home and family is for you. This could be someone that's home and family. And again, it did say friend, not just love interest, okay? So this could be, what you make of home here. Take the time to build up your love fire and have it burning brightly. Make your relationships a priority. If there is conflict within your home and family, it is time to take concrete steps to address the issue for good. If you or a member of your family is away from home due to travel or work, so maybe this is somebody coming from afar, okay, that could be an option for one of you, or they just remotely work, or they travel for work, okay, that could be an identifier. Know that protection is being given, okay? From the Wisdom of the House of the Night Oracle, as indicated by Goddess Nyx, she'll speak to us. 41 and 5 with belonging, House of the Night. Okay. Home. This is definitely going to feel like home, all right? Like you belong there. Like it belongs to you. It's for you. And something about flames and fire is very significant, okay? 41, 5. Let's see if there's more identifiers here too, and more guidance. My dear one, I know you have been searching your whole life for a sense of belonging, a feeling of home and acceptance. Come and enter the house of night, for when you choose this symbol, you have joined us in this community of beauty, friendship, and secrets only shared and known among my chosen ones. You are chosen to belong. This symbol also tells you that you are in the right place now. And the mention of chosen one, I just have to say, you might feel like you might be a chosen one, or being called to be, or connected somehow, or this could be a chosen one type situation. Know that it's a frequency, okay? It's not a number of people. It's 144,000 hertz. So maybe you might have to start working with that frequency at this time, okay? Chosen. All right. You are home. Be at home inside yourself. Learn to be comfortable in your own skin. When you choose this symbol, know that I, Nyx, Goddess of Night, have chosen you. So maybe this is also a time for some elevation, being chosen, right? Being in a higher vibration. Maybe an upgrade of some kind, something ascended even further, okay? From the Death Doula, we have the moon. Nice. Also connected to Pisces and Cancer, for those that follow astrological, okay? So Cancer might be significant. Cancer. I know at first when I saw that that sticker, I thought it was Scorpio, but it's not. It's Cancer. Scorpio has a different look. All right, moon. Let me get to that. Hold on. Moon phases might be significant as well. I just saw the full moon coming up that we're going through. This card invites you to look to the moon for guidance. Notice the tides and be mindful of the poles that are emotional and physical. The moon affects our bodies directly. After all, we are mostly made of water, right? Okay. Knowing the moon's cycles will provide intelligence and insight in all matters concerning the reader's emotional state. So maybe from now until the end of winter, maybe do something special with the moon. It could be some kind of meditation or ritual or something. Maybe burning a hearth if you don't have one, okay? Something to do with fire, lighting candles, something like that, okay? right. From the Oracle of the Shapeshifters, you have Hedgehog Love Friends. This could be someone new. It does say new, but it's also positive, uplifting new friends. Maybe if this was an old friend, for example, maybe they hadn't been so positive, but now they are. And that's what's new, okay? Card number 10, endings, October, leading to also 1 January and new beginnings. Okay. This card indicates your true family. Again with the hearth and home. Okay. Will be, for a time, a group of close-knit friends who look out for each other and have lots of fun times and adventures together. It is a bit of a closed group. Again with the chosen one. Okay, I get it now. I get it. Ta-ding. So maybe something will take a while to click for you, okay? Maybe it won't be obvious at first. It is a bit of a closed group, not so welcoming to outsiders, but its members are very protective of you and of one another too. You may feel like you have a new adopted family, as if you were once an outcast but now have come home. You may find great relief from loneliness and isolation, just like on the belonging card, right? Or may discover new animal friends and pets, or a group that cares deeply about animals could be about to enter your life. I just heard animal empaths, so maybe there's animal empaths in this group, okay? And maybe that's something that you're looking into for yourself, and you can share that with them, okay? While this group is very tight, your individuality is respected and encouraged. It is very supported. This could be a rich and exciting social time, and you will find new friends while on new adventures. Your peace of mind is developing and growing, and the more gratitude you show the world of nature, just think about, path just there, okay, the more this deep peace will grow and endure. Even when it comes time to move on, as it shall come soon, you will be able to shift into a new environment fully protected and with a great deal of help. Your friends, old and new, are never far from you and will never abandon you. Not now that you have shared so much together. So this is an opportunity to really open up, okay? The friendships you make at this time are very loyal and could last forever. Pay attention over the next few months, okay? New faces, old faces, or renewed faces, okay? All right, from the Santa Muerte Oracle, you have card number 3. Don't remember this one. This is from the World of Emanations, how things begin. It is chaos. All right. This card represents the shapeless primordial soup, the alchemist's receptacle, the palette held by the artist before he starts painting. The technical ability and knowledge are ready and abundant, but the final execution and the right route are needed to avoid dispersion. Without quick and aware action, you face the risk of drifting away, feeding entropy, or remaining trapped in a stalled situation. So this person could be the person that is trying to break free out of chaos, or this is also just to let you know to stay focused, okay? Lest there be chaos, all right? It's time for action. Analyze and choose all the opportunities available to you quickly without fear of cutting something out, okay? Definitely follow your intuition. You'll know, all right? There's no fear there. All right. The Samhain Oracle. We have apples. Also a protective fruit. 4. The number 4 might be significant. To taste, one must swallow its whole, and beneath the satin flames hides drowning waters. I can display that better for you. How about that? Okay. Okay. I'm also seeing the apple cut in a way where the seeds represent a pentacle for protection. That may be a literal ritual for someone, okay? witches used to put those at the front door and back door and at windows and stuff outside their home to protect the home as well. But apples in general could be significant as harvest time, okay? The keywords associated with this particular card, oh, I know the direction it's going with this one, okay. Deception, mistrust, and rotten. I'm immediately thinking of Snow White, okay? And they talk about it, all right. We all know the story of Snow White, taking the apple from her stepmother who masquerades as a sweet old crone. It's a wise old tale that's existed long before Disney ever made it into a movie, and a warning that things are not always as they seem. Sometimes our greatest enemy is hiding behind the mask of a savior. Death is infused into something meant to give us life, and someone pretending to be our friend is luring us into a trap. So be mindful of the people. Don't just go for everybody, okay? The brightest stars will feel the best, all right? But you may have some small stars that may be distracting. Definitely a test, okay? There are rotten people in the world who will take advantage of those who trust without pause. They come bearing gifts to gain your trust. Love bombing might be an identifier. Their faces are all in shapes, sizes, and colors. These people always get their due one way or another. When an apple appears in your spread, it is a warning to pause before making any decisions about someone or a situation. Not to be fearful, right? Just to be aware. You do not have all the facts yet, and there could be danger for you now. Betrayal and deception are likely, so be vigilant. You must tread carefully until something comes to light. This is especially true. Well, we haven't pulled the seduction card, but the seduction card did come up in pile 1, so you might want to listen to that reading, okay? There might be more details. Someone may be taking advantage of you or setting you up for failure, so be aware of that, okay? I have a feeling your intuition will just go ahead and go, ew, no. You might see a rotten apple clairvoyantly when you meet a person, and you might see a good apple for the right people, okay? That might be a good one. That could be an identifier for somebody, all right? There you go, guys. Hopefully that helps. Have a good one. I'll do another one of these in a week or so. I'm going to try and do more of these as well. Bye.